On the sidewalks, you may never know who you can meet. Hello family, I'm Victor E. Can you walk with me on the sidewalk? Sometimes life is what you make it. I'll stop if you'll talk.
Workshops here, so this will be our first Tuskegee workshop. So I'm really excited about this. So without anything else, I'm gonna have Mayor Peavy welcome you guys.
Good morning. Good morning. Thank all of you for being here. We really appreciate it. For those of you that don't know who I am Henry Peavy. I am the mayor of Franklin, Alabama. So on behalf of myself and the council members of the town of Franklin, we welcome you. And if there's anything I can do for you while you're here, don't hesitate to call. And I want you to know this. Brother Bradley know that already. The town of Franklin is open for business. So y'all remember that. And thank you all for coming to Franklin. And help this wonderful day. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. So I want to kind of get started by going around the room and have everybody introduce yourself. And I really want to know what you all are looking for out of the workshop, so that I can kind of cater to your needs as we go along, and I can kind of answer some of the questions that you all want as we go along. So we're going to start on the back end back here.
He's like, you know how boys are. I was like, nah, I really don't know how, I don't have any kids, I don't know how teenage boys are. But he's like, you can't leave them alone. I was like, but you have to give them some kind of privacy. So after we started talking, he's like, well, you have to, but you're trying to watch him, you know. And so it's like, oh, Miss Tracy, I think you're right, I think you're right. So we talked about it, and eventually, but now the bedroom's not going to be upstairs anyway. So that was one project. And then John and I did another project. The very first project we did was in, what's that city in South Carolina that's,
the roof of it doesn't weigh anything. The weight is all in the bottom of the shipping container. That's why you have to support the walls, because they're just not sturdy enough to support something sitting on top of them like that. When they sit a shipping container on top of another shipping container, it's supported on each four of the corners.
And we're going to come up and go around the room and everybody introduce yourself.
Good morning, and thank you for just having this workshop. My name is Garnita Hill Muhammad, and I am originally from Detroit, Michigan.
Hey, how you doing today?
I'm doing great.
All right, I see you have come down to be a part of this workshop. How's it going for you? How are you enjoying this?
I am loving it. I mean, this is what we should be doing as a community, as a people.
Oh, yeah.
Because we have to be prepared, and we don't have to have tons of money, and most of us don't now because the economy is so bad. So we are learning not only to secure container homes, but also how to live off the grid or to be preppers. And I'm going to say a word about being a prepper, because when I was home, I'm from Detroit, I'm from the city.
Okay,
so this is not what I'm used to.
Yeah.
But I'm getting accustomed to living in the rural areas and in the country where we need to grow our own food, but also how to use solar energy, how to have independent generators, batteries. So for even those in the city, there's something you can do to prepare.
Oh, fantastic.
Yes.
So even as not only are you from the city and this is new to you, but as a female, what do you think for the young ladies?
That's
what
that
I'm
question.
really impressed
I
with.
love that question.
Yes.
Because some of the things, and I know you've already looked around here, they're using tools that are very heavy, very powerful. There's welding, fire. So I think women, we should not be afraid of this.
There you go.
You know, black women, we've always held it up.
You're right.
So I encourage all the women to come get involved with the men.
Yeah.
And then the next level of this is to get our young people involved.
There you go.
Now that's where a gap has developed, but I think they will be coming around. As the cities are struggling, then we got to bring in our young people.
I agree with you.
Yes.
So even them, when this goes out and they see you promoting, see you out here doing this is going to give them the encouragement that we can do this.
Yes.
And you all are doing it.
No age barriers here.
There you go. Give yourself a hand. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Fantastic.
I got one of them in home, but I got the one where you can put the I got the thing you can put regular bag clothes and pour it into the big. Oh yeah, you can. I got that over there.
Not only as maybe a rental, but also when family and friends want to visit. Because where I'm staying is like 2 bedrooms, 1 bath, very small. So you want
New York, how you got here?
Well, I got here. Actually, I'm from the Mid-Atlantic region, between the Philly and DC corridor, and I wanted to change. I wanted to get out of the city. I wanted a better quality of life.
Yes.
So I ended up here in Tuskegee, and with the way that the world is changing and more informed that we are about our health and our spiritual needs right now, we definitely need to start exploring more options.
Oh, yes.
So this workshop was perfect because I was fortunate enough to purchase a small home on maybe a little less than an acre, but I want to expand to encourage family and friends to come down and, to give them some options for, because a lot of them, as we age, are experiencing some health challenges and are really looking for a better way to live. Looking for a better and higher expression of what it means to really be healthy and happy.
Oh, yeah.
So I think with this workshop, the Container Home Workshop, I think it ticks all the boxes for us to be able to do that. And not only that, it was just so encouraging to see all of the skill involved among our people. Black men and women who had the concern and the energy and the love to really put this together. This is a lot of work. And the Bradleys have done an excellent job. Just really blessed to know that they're my neighbors now. And I'm like, I feel so fortunate. I feel very happy about that. And also they brought with them basically a team who are able to contribute so much in terms of knowledge and skill and experience. I mean, just really all of this I'm learning is really a thinking man's game, a thinking woman's game. Because it's all rooted in math and science and physics. And it sounds complicated, but it's really not.
And we can do this.
We can do this.
We can do this.
Because when we just look at the human body as a whole, we're mathematics. We're chemistry. We're biology. We're physics. We're all of that. And so that's a very good connection there. It works.
Fantastic.
If you want it to work.
Yes.
Right.
And we need to want this.
We need to want that.
For our people.
I traveled here from Richmond, Virginia, and I'm actually part of an organization that's stationed here with the Children for Education, Economic Development, friends with Brother Scott Muhammad, and we are looking to move it. So I've already made my mind up, made my wife's mind up for her. we're trying to pull the Green Acres, you know. So yeah, and when I saw the container homes, I thought it was a great idea. I like the structure.
Actually, my name is Brother Tim Muhammad. I'm from Richmond, Virginia. Came down here because we want to do something for ourselves.
Yeah.
We want land so that we can help teach our children how to grow food for themselves.
Yeah.
So that's why we came down here. We're looking to get some land in this area and be with these beautiful people that we see here. And the container homes, I was fascinated with it because it's something different.
Yeah.
I like the fact that it's very protective. So and it's an easy way to get started with building a home, and then it's going to last. So I thought it was a great way to come down, learn it, because I'm not a carpenter. I want to learn how to be a carpenter. So that's why I came down to get those instructional. And it's been great, man. The questions that are being asked, the hospitality, the patience. I really enjoyed it.
So you would really recommend this, especially for our youth, for youngsters coming
absolutely.
on?
Because see, building and working with our hands gives us a sense of pride. When a brother or a sister can build something with their hands, see how their mind can work and bring something in their mind into fruition, that builds them up. And we got to give them, let them know that they can produce.
Yeah.
So that's why
our
we're here.
youngsters, they're really having a hard time owning their homes and whatever, and this gives them that start, right?
Exactly. It's something that you can do for yourself. So I want to, my next home, I want to be able to build as much of the home myself that I can. So I'm here to learn. And I just appreciate the knowledge that I'm getting.
The honor, it's something different, but I see the importance of it. So we want to try to build a container home here, and this hopefully in Franklin County. So that's why I'm here to learn.
It's open for business.
It's open for business.
Myself as well. I'm the C program with Scott, Students for Education and Economic Development. And I had just a little knowledge of containers, but just like they said, that these containers are not, they're going to last. Okay, I'm from Richmond, Virginia.
From Richmond,
yes,
Virginia. You're a long way from home.
Yeah, that's the best way. Far away from home as you can get.
Yeah.
You can learn something.
Okay.
So I like it because I have a little background in architectural drafting, blueprint reading, so I know blueprints and stuff.
Okay.
Also, I've done some home building a little bit way back. And everything about these containers, there's so much positive stuff about these containers. I like how they hold up. I like the durability of them. I like the fact that you can't hardly penetrate them. And they make good living quarters for houses.
Yeah.
So when I heard about this conference, I said, I would attend this. So I sacrificed to get down here. We flew down a couple days ago.
How do you feel that you think this is good for our young black males to get involved with this and to the idea of this?
I don't think. I know it is.
You know it.
I know it.
There you go.
This will get a whole lot of young people involved in things. And that's what they need, somebody to take them and show them something.
How to accomplish it.
How to accomplish it. Because they don't want to hear nothing unless it be beneficial to them. And this is a great way.
Hands-on.
And once you get them to start doing that, then you can get out of the way.
Yeah.
I got a son, my youngest son.
Yeah.
He's into welding now, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So that's going to go right with this.
Yeah.
And I don't ever see him. But now, I got a good reason for us to hang together. Because he know welding, and we're going to build container homes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
This is just an example of how we get these youth out to speak.
Thank you.
Because if they had something better to do, Believe me,
right.
they'll be doing it, but
This is
we
what
gotta
they
be
need.
guided. We gotta be guided. They come from us. We can't down them.
There you go.
You know, we can't down them. If we ain't got nothing for them to do, then we expect for them to do.
And this shows them hands-on.
Absolutely.
Fantastic. What was your name again now?
Arthur.
Arthur. Okay.
Arthur Muhammad. Yes, sir.
Okay, Arthur Muhammad.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
So, I'm glad to be here, brother.
Oh, and I'm glad to see you here, and we need professionals like you to come in and validate what we're doing here. You with the architectural background, that's exactly what we need to get these young men.
You know what?
Yes.
And you don't, I just want to add this too, you don't have to be a professional. It's our nature
That's
to
right.
come and just learn something. We
Yeah.
can pick it up just like that. A lot of
Yeah.
people scared. Oh, I don't know that. Just put your hands on it.
Get
That's how our forefathers, they didn't know how to farm. They didn't know how to build. But by them bringing up each other doing this, I got great uncles. They were builders and farmers. They could build a house and farm. You know,
There you go.
and it was like second nature. So
And
we
we've
gotta get back
lost
to our
it.
nature.
We've got to get this back into the family.
Family, that's right.
There you go.
And just start putting your hands on it and do it.
There you
That's
go.
how these guys learn. They learn, you know, by doing.
I doing.
Yeah.
And I like the fact that Brother Bradley said that his beginning, he was going back to Booker T. Washington, and you know that we learn by using our hands to connect all of this stuff we get in the books. But when we come out and actually do it, that stuff starts to connect.
And that's another thing we need to start doing. We need to start reading the books, reading our history, because our enemy is changing the books.
Thank you. There you
It's
go.
changing the books, so
There you
you
go.
wouldn't know. They don't even want you to know about you being a slave.
Thank you.
So they
Yeah. Oh
teach
yeah.
you
Yeah.
that way.
So
If
we
they ain't
got
gonna
to
treat you right, they're not gonna teach you right. You know, so you know.
Exactly.
You know, that's
Brother, thank you so much for this interview.
thank
All
you,
right.
sir.
Thank you. Peace. All right.
Nice to meet everyone here. Villette was right. You guys are speaking my language. I'm from Washington, D.C., born and raised. Currently live in Hinesville, Maryland. And like my sister back here, I am trying to get out. And so I'm purchasing a property in Buffalo County, Gaston, North Carolina. Okay. I'm always open to finding more land, and I'm willing to move to that land. So here you go. Of course. I've been looking for a while. So people are telling me mobile homes, double wides. People are telling me tiny homes. People are telling me these shed to house conversions. And I know that when you go to the South, you kind of have to be prepared for the weather. Yeah. Oh yeah. And so the shipping container was the option that I was told.
Well, my name is Angela, and I'm from Nashville, Tennessee. And we have family property in a little south of Nashville, and we're wanting to do some building on it and build my nonprofit and do some. Have like a therapeutic farm. So I'm preparing already in the city with chickens in my backyard and doing some grow bag container gardening. And so this is the next step so that I can be knowledgeable about how to build. I also took a basic and advanced woman's carpentry class in September. And this is just the next step for me to be prepared to be able to either build some things on my own or with some other people and some other help, but just also just be knowledgeable.
So you think that this is something that young women could really need to get interested in doing this?
A young woman needs to get, I was thinking I might quit my day job. I mean, because we need more black people that are doing this and women. This is a field that is often not as accessible to us as women. And so to be able to take the classes that I've taken thus far, to come here and to learn from these, wonderful teachers and not feel intimidated, not feel judged by silly questions. And they're giving us the opportunity to learn and have hands-on practice. I think this is a great, what other black women do you see doing this type of thing?
Thank you.
So if I have to be one of the first, I might say deuces to my day job.
So this is the beginning.
This is just the beginning.
Fantastic.
Yes.
All right. Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
It is modular. I love you guys' examples that you've shown that you can do and have done. And so when I was exposed to you on Jewel's page, on her YouTube channel, I was beyond excited. And that's why I made sure that I was here this weekend, because I knew that you guys could help me with everything that I need. So I've been researching this for a while. I do need the draftsman. I need some building plans, talking to my zoning office. What the county is telling me that I need to know how to connect that container to the foundation. I'm looking at the pier foundation. I have my crew, got my kids, got my family. I have an uncle who's a contractor who lives in North Carolina and has all the contacts that I need. I'm just ready to do it. So I'm really.
I remember that voice. Wow, now I remember you.
Yes, I met John 3 years ago. And I am a Los Angeles native, born and raised, and I am a Tuskegee alumni. I got my bachelor's and my master's from Tuskegee, and now I work with the university. And I am also a steward of the land, so I'm starting a farm in Tuskegee. And I have multiple ideas when it comes to the shipping container. I'm all about recycling, reducing, and reusing. I feel like it's very important for us to think about all the things that we have created already that aren't biodegradable or will take years to biodegrade. So I started to think about different ideas probably like 5 years ago. And so one of the ideas that I am starting to work on now that I thought about 5 years ago was a apartment complex in Tuskegee, and it's going to be built out of shipping containers, of course. So I want to be able to know how to build a shipping container home, because if I know how to build a shipping container home, I'll be able to build an apartment complex.
At a container from the standpoint of an investment in rental properties. But now the price of property in America has gotten so bad that most people aren't going to be able to afford to even buy a house. And shipping containers are definitely going to be an option for most of the people. And so I'm looking at being a person that can supply that need. Right now I got a place down in Costa Rica. I'm fitting to put some down there. And it's just that I need to learn as much as I can about the foundation and how to work with them, because if you're going to have those type properties, you need to know how to keep them up. So that's me right there.
All right. What's your name?
My name is Bobby Brown. I'm out of Pembroke Pines, Florida. And I found out about the workshop through John. We bought some property down in Costa Rica. And we plan to put container units down there as Airbnbs.
All right.
And I needed to understand exactly what's going on and how to deal with the building out of a container for my own personal understanding. And that way I won't need John all the time when I get ready to do other ones.
All right. So this is fantastic education, hands-on, and we have such a fantastic teacher. Do you suggest that this is a good thing for us to be teaching our young men, or even our daughters? As you can see, we got a lot of females here learning also.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, I see more females involved than I do males in this.
So we really need to go get our young men
to come out, and what it's going to teach us, most of the kids, is how to become your own individual, build your own future without depending on the white race for everything.
Yeah, there you
go. Quit begging and start doing your own.
There you go. And that's what we need right now.
Yes, because since I can remember, we've always begged for freedom. We haven't fought for it yet. Here's our way to fight for it.
There you go. There you go.
All right. You was blind. You don't like that job, right. You try to make your way through. You don't have to. Like show me what.
Yeah, I just want to see how you what motion you went.
wasn't here today, and if y'all wanted to order, I was gonna order in a few minutes. I was gonna order in a few minutes.
You know, about that thin.
So it can't do too much.
It can't do too much compared to this. Because like my system, I have 5 batteries like this. That's 135 watts a piece. I mean amps a piece. 135 amp batteries.
My batteries are 200 amps. So my batteries is 3 times that size.
But if you have a lithium battery,
Lithium, I got lead acid, that's lead acid.
That's lead
Lithium
acid.
is smaller, but you get more power from it.
right, exactly. More expensive.
Much more expensive.
But can you use lithium batteries from, is it golf carts that have the lithium batteries?
Yeah.
They
Yeah, I
also
mean,
have lead acid batteries involved.
right.
Yeah, it's up to how you design your system.
Right.
I mean, a lot of people say, okay, lithium lasts longer, so I'm going to get lithium, but I would still get lead acid if I'm designing a smaller system.
Mm-hmm.
If you get the high-end lead acid batteries, because it's like the ones I got, they were used when I got them. I mean, and I used them 5 years, and they're still putting out 12 watts each.
And I bought used commercial lead acid batteries. And I've had mine 5 or 6 years, and they still putting out.
So if you I mean, I'm really careful about my batteries. I never run them down I keep them topped off, and I'm really careful about my energy usage, as you can see.
So the key is designing it, knowing what you use, the amount of power that you use, and knowing that you have the battery capacity to support that.
That's right.
It's like the battery is rated by cycles. Like how many times you cycle it down and up and down and up and down and up. And if you never cycle it down, it's going to last longer.
So it's not too intimidating once you know what you're working with.
Right. Right.
Do you take all this inside?
Inside of your cabin?
I have it in a box.
In a box inside.
Outside.
Outside, okay.
Okay, I'm gonna run everybody. You finished?
Yeah.
We'll talk about it.
Yeah, that was how much cost.
Those freestanding. They freestanding.
Yeah. The reason I do that, he just asked me about freestanding solar systems, right? A lot of people put them on their roof.
Yeah.
Now it's cute and all, but in 5 or 10 years you plug in holes in your roof because it's leaking. This thing is up there, the wind blowing, it's loosening up, you got holes in your roof. It might look pretty at first, but you go down the road 5 or 10 years, now you trying to plug all these leaks up in your roof. I prefer, if I'm gonna do that, I'd rather sit them on the ground. I always start off giving homage to Booker T. Washington. I grew up, and I want to first tell you something about myself. I grew up in Tuskegee. That's my classmate, by the way.
Oh, yes.
He's videoing us, and glad you could make it, brother. He's doing the video and everything for us today. But anyway, I always talk about Booker T because I read 2 books that he wrote himself. One of the books was Working with the Hands. The other book was Character Building. And, that really impressed me a lot. Working with the hands really expresses the fact that the need to work with your hands. And people have kind of got away from that today with all of the technology and stuff like that. But the reality is you can never really get away with working with your hands. Because we still need the same thing today that we needed 100, 500, 1,000 years ago. You have to have food. I don't know any computers that they got them, but they ain't producing food that's healthy for you. They might be able to produce them because they coming up with all kind of magic tricks today.
Right.
But if you eat it, you might not come out so well. So, and also we need shelter. All the basic things that we needed 1,000 years ago, we still need today. And that comes from working with your hands. So that's why that book is so impressive to me. And a lot of people that he talked about in that book, as a child, I actually met some of these people. I didn't know who they were. I had no idea who these people were. Mr. Upshaw was one of them. You might remember Mr. Upshaw. This guy had the biggest farm in Tuskegee. And I met him, but I didn't know who he was. And when I read the book, I was like, oh my God, I remember this guy. He started in Tuskegee with nothing, and he ended up having a farm over 1,000 and some acres. And that was huge. So I was like, well, they can do it. What's wrong with me? You know. But that was kind of inspiring to me. And also, I talk about the stature, lifting the veil of ignorance from our people. Progress through education, but what we completely skip over is industry. We've got more educated people today than we ever had in history. Am I wrong?
That's right.
But we don't produce nothing.
There you go.
We have no industry.
That's right.
So technically you right back where you started from because you don't feed yourself, you don't house yourself. We got to go to them, the wonderful people. Get everything we need. And I'm like, wow. So we really in a bad space. And that's one of my goals with shipping containers is to give us something about our own that we can do for ourselves. And we don't need them to do that for us. In fact, we just talked about.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.